I hate traffic. It is 4:45 on the freaking weekend. What are people doing? Why are they driving? If you hate traffic, never move to Austin, because it pretty much only has 2 highways, and everyone uses them. And there is non-stop traffic all the time. Sure, we have toll roads, but they're in places where it doesn't matter. Anyways, seriously? Anyways, today's Motonosity Real Talk is about what's the best beginner motorcycle. And I wasn't planning on making this video ever, because I've already made my is the SV650 a good beginner bike, and that's got a ton of views, and I think I pretty much cover my thoughts on motorcycles and which ones you should get as a beginner in that video. But I know every other motovlogger can back me up on this. Every single video I post, probably the top comments I get are about what bike someone should get. You know, is this bike a good beginner bike? Am I too big for this bike? Am I too small for this bike? Can I get such and such a bike at this when I'm only a beginner? I rode such and such a bike 10 years ago for a little while, and now I'm riding motorcycles again. Can I get this bike? Or I'm at this point in my life. What do you think about this one? And I do my best to reply to these comments. I want people to comment. I want them to leave comments. I enjoy communicating with you guys and chatting with you and giving my thoughts on things. But this question is just so over-asked, and it's not even a question that you should legitimately be taking my my opinion on this shouldn't be the be-all end-all of your decision on what bike to get. So let's start at the very beginning of this with the main question: what bike is good for a beginner? And the broad answer for this is the best bike for your situation. So if I was just telling a generic person what bike to get, I would tell them to get a 250, like a Ninja 250. Why? It's got more of the styling and feel of a sport bike, like a lot of these people want. It's got plenty of enough power. It's not super powerful so that the bike is too powerful for you. Like, you can learn on it and learn how to be a good rider. And it's inexpensive. You won't be paying a crap load on insurance. You won't be paying a crap load for the bike. And you can think less about how much money you're spending, less about, am I going to get into an accident because this bike is too powerful for me, and more about what can I do and how can I learn to be a better rider. Because your skills will develop faster than the bike's abilities are possible, if that makes sense. So my generic answer to what bike someone should get is a 250. Now that could be like a Ninja 250. It could be like a Supermoto 250. Any of the Supermotos, like a WR 250. But that would be the generic bike I would suggest. Now, I started on an SV650, and this is another route you can take. The SV650 and other 650 bikes, while they are 650cc, and you may be thinking, well, why is a 650cc bike not as powerful as a 600cc bike? Well, that's because CC is just the size of the engine. It's not the power of the engine. So while 600 is going to be making a little over 100 horsepower, a 650 motorcycle is going to be making a much under 100. I don't know what mine was, like 70 maybe. But most of the 650 motorcycles are twins. The SV650 is a V-twin. The Ninja 650 is a parallel twin, I think. And these engines make their power a little differently than an inline 4 that you see on a 600. And they have a little more torque, low end torque, but they are not as fast, they're not as quick. But they're comfortable bikes. Like, it's not too much power that you're going to be putting yourself in danger by riding it. I love this SV650. I was able to grow into that bike. I used it for a year. I could have kept it longer. I just wanted to do something different. But I was able to become a good rider and still grow into the bike. Now, to address some of the other questions, why, or when people ask, can I get a 600 as a beginner bike? Or even a 1,000, someone commented that. Sure, my opinion is, hell no, don't get a 600 to start on your first bike. It is way too powerful. It's you've never ridden a bike, and all of a sudden you're having something that can put you at 100 miles per hour in less than 5 seconds. It's all of that power is readily available at very low speeds, and the bike wants to go fast. And as a beginner, you don't want to go fast. A 600, in my opinion, is just going to be too much for you. Now, there's another side to that. I have people come back and say, well, blah, 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 I want to get a 600. Go ahead. I'm not stopping you. Mischief, he started on a 600, I believe. If I'm not mistaken. Maybe not. Plenty of people have started on 600s. Plenty of people have successfully started on 600s. But I can't just tell someone, yeah, get a 600, it'll be great for you, because the statistics just aren't there. I think it'll be more valuable to your development as a rider to just start on something less powerful. But who am I to stop you? If you want to get a 600, go ahead. You don't need my approval to say that a 600 is okay for you. All you need to know is that you feel that you can handle a 600. If you feel you can handle it, go ahead. I'm still going to suggest something less powerful, but I'm not going to stop you. I can't stop you. So, I mean, another comment I gotten from someone is upgrading to a more powerful bike. If you want to, go ahead. You don't have to ask me if you want to upgrade to a different bike. Just do it. So, I mean, I want to empower you guys to live your dreams and live your life how you want to live it without limiting you, and still give you the advice for what I think is best for being a good motorcyclist. So, I mean, take those thoughts how you may. Those are my opinions, and I mean, they're exactly that, my opinions. So, let me know your thoughts, leave them in the comments. What do you think is a good beginner bike? What do you think about starting on something more powerful? And I'll see you guys in And all of the videos coming this week was because, oh god, y'all are gonna love the videos coming. I'm gonna have all my footage from a weekend of riding, some extra footage of some cool riding in Mexico at high speeds. First videos coming Monday. The videos on Monday and Tuesday y'all are gonna really love, so be sure to subscribe so you guys can see them. Again, I'm Motonosity. Get out there and ride, but be safe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.